Hello everyone and welcome again to this channel. My name is Daniel, and in this video we are going to talk about the effect of presidential travel ban on the DV lottery process, and more especially the current DV lottery 2025. We are going to see whether the incoming administration is going to issue a travel ban as it did in the year 2017 when Trump first came to office. As you are all aware, in the year 2017 January, when President Trump came into office, he issued a series of executive orders, and among them was the Trump travel ban that restricted entry into the United States by certain foreign nationals or citizens of some countries. The travel ban in that year 2017, it was labeled as a Muslim ban, since it mostly impacted countries with predominantly Muslim population. So most of the countries that were affected in that presidential ban were Muslim populated countries. The countries that were affected by this travel ban in 2017 were so many, but I've just picked a few of them as for us to understand how this travel ban affected them. The first country that I'm going to talk about is Chad from Africa. The travel ban came in place in September 24th of 2017, and the ban was removed in April 10, 2018, and it restricted all citizens, all nationals from Chad. Country number two, which was affected still in Africa, is Eritrea. The travel ban came in place in February 21st, 2020, and the ban suspended the issuance of new immigrant visas that could lead to permanent residence in the United States. The other country, number three, is Iran. The ban was issued in January 27, 2017, and the entry to the United States was prohibited for 90 days for all nationals from that country. Still on the same country, there are a second travel ban which was put on them, and it was in September 24th, 2017, and it suspended the issuance of new immigrant visas and non-immigrant visas except F1, M1, and J1, that is student visa, and those students coming for vocational training as M1, and J1 for exchange visitor visas. Those are the only ones which were allowed to come to the United States. Then country number five is Libya, still in Africa. The ban came in place on January 27, 2017, and entry was prohibited for 90 days for all nationals from Libya. The other country from Africa is Nigeria. The ban came on February 21st, 2020, and it restricted travel from immigrants and suspended issuance of new immigrant visas. that could lead to permanent residence to the United States. And country number 6 was Somalia. The ban came in place on January 27th of 2017, and it prohibited for 90 days entry to the United States by all citizens from Somaliland. Then number 7 is Sudan. The ban came in place in January 2017, and it prohibited entry to the United States for 90 days by all Sudan nationals. The fourth ban on the same country came in place in February 2021, February 21st, 2020, and it suspended issuance of new diversity visas, but it did not ban on non-immigrant visas. Number 8 is Tanzania. The ban came in place on February 2021, 2020, and it suspended the issuance of new diversity visa lottery program, but it did not affect non-immigrant visas like B1, B2, that's business and visitors visa to the United States. And the last country which was affected was Yemen. The ban came in place on January 27th of 2017, and it prohibited for 90 days for all Yemen nationals from coming to the United States. And that ban on Yemen came in place on September 2017, and it suspended entry for immigrants and non-immigrants on B1, B2 visas to the United States. But most of these travel bans by the Trump administration were suspended or revoked when Biden administration came in place on January 20th, 2020. So guys, as you have seen from the above analysis, whenever new administration comes into place, many things do happen. Therefore, our worry is whether the President Trump is going to issue another travel advisory or ban when he comes to office in January 2025. And we don't know which countries are going to be affected this time round. So this is something which is really chewing many of the DV lottery winners' mind, because they don't know how or what will be the outcome when Trump comes to office come January 2025. So for DV lottery winners, let's stay put and always be on high alert and be advised once you receive your visas or when you go green, just move with speed and make travel arrangements to the United States. This is important because you don't know what Trump administration has in place for you. To avoid any unnecessary visa delays, please do the best for your interviews and let's get the visas on one touch, and let's avoid being put in administrative processing or waiting for other things to happen. So from the look of things, Trump administration is going to be hard. Let's prepare. Thank you. See you next.